Seasonally, this is the time of year where we tend to see an uptick in all sorts of viral and respiratory illnesses. Some of that has to do with the fact of the seasonality of the viruses themselves, and that also has to do with the aggregating of people together for the purposes of education. And so it is definitely on our radar as we're entering the beginning of the school year.
Closing of the schools that occurred last time was an unbelievable disaster. Kids are way behind academically. We're still experiencing it now, and I think some of them will be affected for the rest of their lives. COVID tends not to affect children the way it affects older people, unless they have pre-existing conditions. And when it does, the results are relatively mild. So it makes no sense to close the schools.
We understand that COVID is going to be with us. This is not something that's going away. It's going to be something that we're going to have to continue to deal with. So we've sort of accepted that as part of our new normal. And that's why we're taking all these steps to ensure that we're hitting the high touch areas to make sure that they are clean. We have our nurses on standby to deal with situations where students are sick. But the most important thing is letting parents know and letting our staff know that if they feel sick, it's okay to stay home and seek treatment.
It reduces not only the chance for hospitalization, but also reduces disease burden overall, just so that kids and adults alike are not severely impacted by it. And of course, it is continued to be recommended. For schools, it's just really important to have, I would say, clear policy or language in place so that parents can be guided. Unfortunately, when you send a child to school that has an illness and they're confined in small spaces, and it can be a source for rapid spread in a community. So I think if schools can have a very clear language and policy around when children should stay at home under the guidance of the local public health agencies, I think that would be super helpful.